It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, it's showtime. What's happening, everybody? I hope you had a great weekend. I did. I just got rest. It is time for the Geno Jones Show. Yes, it is Geno Jones Showtime. I come to you live. If you're watching me right now, thank you for watching me live. If you're not watching me live, if you're watching me, but I'm not live, it's all good. I got nothing but love for you, baby. Got nothing but love for you, honey. So Monday through Friday, I do this show live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. If you're in Chicago, 5:30. If you're in Los Angeles, 3:30. If you're out in Hawaii, 1:30. If you're over in Tokyo, I don't know exactly what time it is. What is it, about 12, 14? Well, okay. It's early morning in Tokyo. How about that? Maybe somewhere around 6:30 in the morning. I'm just guessing. All right. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Right here on the Geno Jones channel on YouTube. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. My live chat room, when I'm on camera live, you can have a conversation with me. Shout out to my buddy, Groove Master Dre, who just jumped in the chat room. What's happening, Groove Master Dre? Reach out to me after the show. I need a favor from you, Groove Master. I'll tell you what it's all about off camera. So let me start the show off today by saying happy birthday. How about that? Happy birthday to Wendy Raquel Robinson. Double nickel today. She is 55. Happy birthday. You seen Wendy Raquel Robinson? She was in she's the TV show, remember, on BET? Game. Yeah, I think it's called, yeah, you're right, The Game. That's right, The Game. So as a matter of fact, one of the dudes, she was somebody's mom on the show. I forgot the dude's name. They were all on this football team. So, and she was on the, Steve Harvey had his like TV shows, like sitcom. She was on there. So happy birthday to Wendy Raquel Robinson. Iman, legendary global supermodel from back in the day. She was like one of the first African-American women that were like, I mean, she was bigger than even all the white models. I think her and a sister named Sheila Johnson. So Iman just took it to another level. She was also married to a former NBA superstar, Hall of Famer, Spencer Haywood. As a matter of fact, Spencer Haywood is the reason why all these brothers are getting these big free agent contracts, because he sued the NBA, I think it was the NBA, NBA, ABA. He sued the leagues, basically saying that he should have a right to earn a living coming out of high school or leaving college early. Shout out to Spencer Haywood. Got a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. So Iman and Spencer Haywood, they were married for about 10 years, and then they got a divorce after 10 years. Then she married David Bowie. And so her and David Bowie were married until David Bowie passed away. So Iman is 66 today. Verdine White from Earth, Wind, and Fire, brother of the late, great Maurice White, the guys that founded Earth, Wind, and Fire. From the west side of Chicago, the Henry Horner Projects, Crane High School. Verdine White and his perm are 71. Verdine been rocking the perm, baby. He got a good hairstylist. That's all I got to say. I ain't mad at you, Verdine. Hey, I got a good barber and hairstylist. It's really important to have a great barber and hairstylist, you know, to keep you right, or either have some really good, some good razors if you're going bald head. I'm just saying. And on this date, speaking of Chicago, on this date in 1954, one of the greatest football players to ever lace them up, Walter Payton, AKA Sweetness, was born on this day. He died in 1999. Just a rare, tragic. It was a liver disease, and later on it turned into a form of liver cancer. It was just really sad to see at the end, and it was just hard on him, so emotional. Really, truly one of the greatest football players, definitely one of the greatest running backs, but he was a football player. And one of the greatest football players of all time, Walter Payton. Rest in peace, power, and paradise. So if you are a fan of the movie Black Panther, and who's not? It made over $1 billion worldwide. And come on, black folks, Wakanda forever. Well, Wakanda Forever, the sequel to Black Panther, is coming out on November 11th, and the trailer is out now. Oh my God. Whew. It is, man, it hits you. I mean, it's bringing people to tears. I mean, it moves you. It moved me. I mean, they pay tribute to T'Challa, a.k.a. Chadwick Boseman, who was Black Panther. Rest in peace, power, and paradise, who died and left us way too soon. So they haven't officially brought his character back, I don't think, but I think somewhere in the movie they will reveal who the new Black Panther is. Now, there's a lot of debate. They do pay tribute. As a matter of fact, you see, not a spoiler alert, because if you see the trailer, it looks like they had a memorial for T'Challa, and his mom, played by Angela Bassett, gives. You didn't see the whole speech, but just the little part that you see in the trailer. Oh my God. Angela Bassett is a very underrated actress. She is a bad, bad sister. And she's been bad for a long time. So I can't wait to see it. Most of the original cast is coming back, outside of course, Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa. So there's been a lot of debate on whether or not they shouldn't recast his role, because nobody can really replace Chadwick Boseman. No, but here's my thing. Listen, how many Batmans have we had? Man, we've had about, 1,000? We had 10,000 Batmans. We had 10,000, 20,000 Supermans. How many Spider-Mans have we had? So let's keep the Black Panther character alive. I'm serious. It was for a while, every year, there was a new Batman movie and a different Batman. So we can do that for Superman and Batman. And I do get it, because Chadwick Boseman there was such a regal air to the brother, just a good dude and a phenomenal actor and a phenomenal person. But that character, for me, my take, my opinion, you can give me your opinion. You can, if you're watching me right now, you can post something live in my chat room, or you could just leave a comment if you're not watching me in real time. But the Black Panther character should live on. It's Superman and a Batman and a Spider-Man can live on. Then the brother's character, the Black Panther, needs to live on. I don't know, maybe, who knows? So when him and Lupita Nyong'o, they were kind of sweet on each other. Wouldn't it be nice if all of a sudden we found out that, hey, they kicked it and Lupita became pregnant and she had T'Challa's baby, even though he's not here, his heir, and he comes out, bam. Even if it's a girl, it could be his daughter. But that would just be, I would love that. Because like I said, they kept Superman and Batman and Spider-Man alive forever. Ever. Hell, they might outlive us. They have in a lot of cases. So let's keep the Black Panther character alive. I mean, it's hard enough for us to get one. Marvel, damn, can we do this? All right, thank you. Thank you for bringing me back on camera. Now, the movie Nope, so in case you're wondering, this is a movie called Nope, N-O-P-E, starring Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. #1 at the box office. So shout out to Jordan Peele. So Jordan Peele, he does these horror movies. It's not the typical horror movie with the gore and the blood and all that. No, they're like a horror suspense. It makes you really think. You know, he definitely gives perspectives, point of views. It definitely will stimulate your mind. Because I remember when Get Out, even though that was just, it was like, yo, brother, black man, get out of here. These white folks trying to kill your ass. And Daniel Kaluuya was also the star, and that was the first movie that really put him on the map, because that movie made over $100 million globally. So Nope is #1. I think is probably made when they finish doing up all the tallying, when they add up all the receipts for the weekend. It's going to come in somewhere around $50 million, which wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I haven't even seen the movie yet, but from what I hear, it is not your typical horror film. Once again, think about Jordan Peele. So Jordan Peele was the brother, Peele, Peeler and Keel. There was the two of them, and they were like comic actors, do comedy, and then Jordan Peele started doing his thing. And the first movie was Get Out. It was in 2017. Then they did Us. That was another typical, non-typical kind of horror suspense in 2019. And so now we've got the movie Nope with Keke Palmer. And Keke Palmer, she's a bad sister. As a matter of fact, guess what? So I knew she was a phenomenal actress. She's been like a leading lady in movies since she was 11. And shout out to Keke Palmer, South Side of Chicago native. What up, Keke? Had the honor to have her as a guest on my radio show. Keke Palmer, I gotta get you on my variety show right here. I didn't know that she had bars. Keke Palmer, she can rap. I mean, she got flow. She got bars. I got a chance to hear this song, and I can't think of the name of it, but I heard it. So I'm sure you can Google it, do a search on it. But Keke Palmer has got skills in the booth with the bars behind the microphone. We know she's got skills in front of the camera as an actress. She's done TV. She is a talented, talented sister. So shout out to Miss Keke Palmer. Do your thing. My sister, I am not mad at you. Speaking of talented sisters, so I'm going to wind up the show. Let me see. Shout out to anybody. All right. Shout out to you, Drake. So I got to, just doing a little searching over the weekend because I'm always looking for content, new artists, just new interesting people to talk about and introduce to you on the show. So I want to congratulate a group named Chapel Heart. So you got two sisters, actually biological sisters and their sisters, beautiful black women. So it's three beautiful black women in the group. Two biological sisters by DNA and culture, and then their first cousin. So you had Danica and Devin Hart, and their first cousin, her name is Trey Swindle. I want to make sure I got her name right. So you got Danica and Devin. I like that, D&D. Danica and Devin Hart and Trey Swindle. They formed this group called, are you ready for this? Chapel Heart. Now, how did they come up with the name? So they're from a little small town in Mississippi called Hart's Chapel. And I guess they just remixed it and said Chapel Heart. So they were on the show America's Got Talent, which, full disclosure, I don't watch because I don't really watch a lot of television. Sports I'm big on. I'll watch like my MSNBC, CNN. I can't do the propaganda network. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The real, like white nationalist propaganda network. I can't do, actually it's more than one of them. It ain't just fake news, Fox fake news. You got Newsmax and One America Network. I digress. So I saw a video and I said, okay, who are these three sisters? They said they really could go. Chapel Heart. They introduced themselves. Now this show's got Simon Cowell. Simon got something negative to say about everybody. Ain't nobody good enough for Simon, from American Idol, and he's on the show America's Got Talent. So anyway, they come on, and they got their boots on. They got their cowboy boots on. The lead singer, Danica, she got her hat on. She puts you in the mind, she favors Lizzo. So if you see her, you could be like, okay, they favor, they don't necessarily look like sisters, but if you see her, so just imagine Lizzo with a cowboy hat. And the sisters got talent like Lizzo too. She's a lead singer, and oh my God, man, when she opened her mouth and when they started singing, oh my God. Now listen, I am not a country music fan, full disclosure, I'm not gonna front. Now my grandfather was, to the point where my grandmother hated it. I heard a lot of it, because my grandfather, we shared a bedroom. I think I told you, Mr. Conway Jones. And he had this little black, looked like the size of a shoebox. And it had looked like leather, but it was like fake leather. But it looked like it was good fake. Pleather, as we called it back in the day. Had a black case, and it was really an AM, FM radio, but it was the size of a shoebox. And he would listen to this country. At the time in Chicago, they had a country radio station way back in the day on AM, WMAQ. Oh my God, 670 AM. My grandfather would listen to this country music at night. Now, you got to understand, my grandfather was born in a little small town in Mississippi, like these young ladies. He was born in a little small town called Yazoo City, Mississippi. I think it's just north of Jackson, Mississippi. He was born in 1888. So they didn't have black radio stations in 1888. Trust me, they just didn't have, just think about black people in rural Mississippi in 1888, what it was like growing up in the 1890s and 1900s as a young man, a little boy, a teenager. That's a whole different show. So now you would call him a designer. He was a tailor, but he could make anything. He could make suits, dresses, pants, shirts, blouses, and could do it like literally in a day. So he would be sitting up late at night if he had to finish a garment, a suit, or a dress or something, and he had to get it done. People wanted it in a day. He could do it. He would sit up all night. And I would just remember, I'd hear this music, and my grandmother could not stand it. She'd be like, Conway, why are you listening to that? I don't know how you listen to that old country music. But listen, I didn't get that gene from my grandfather. I respect it, but I'm just not a country music fan. I appreciate all music, including classical, but it's not my go-to. But oh my God, I gotta confess, I am a Chapel Hill fan. Man, when these sisters, they hit that stage, they opened their mouth and started singing, and the energy, stage presence, their energy, people were in tears. Just do a Google search or here on YouTube, Chapel Hill Band on America's Got Talent. Just watch their performance. I followed them on Twitter. That's how impressed I was. So, and I love it. I know we got Mickey Guyton, and you got the brother Kane Brown. So we got, of course, Darius Rucker from right here in Charleston, South Carolina, who I read and saw that apparently Darius Rucker is doing a song or has already recorded a song with Chapel Hart. So listen, I root for it. Listen, we've had Blue-Eyed Soul brothers and sisters from way back in the day. You had Average White Band and Rare Earth, and then we had Wham and George Michael and Sting and Phil Collins and then Justin Timberlake. I don't mess with Justin Timberlake. And, we had Eminem, and now you got the kid, Jack Harlow and all. So listen, why not? I love it to see these brothers and sisters do you. Because the truth is, I know it's going to make some people's heads explode right about now. You all do know, country music fans, you do understand that country music is an evolution of blues music that black blues singers from the South, from the country, that was doing back in the day, like when my grandfather was born and when he was a kid, the late 1800s to early 1900s. That's country music came out of that. And basically, these white singers would hear these black people playing a banjo. By the way, in case you didn't know, the banjo was not, it wasn't made, and that instrument did not originate in America. The banjo is imported from Africa. I know I'm making some of y'all's head explode right now. All the racists and the white nationalists that tune in, what's happening, y'all? I know you're watching, because you'll have a little smart-ass comment, which I love. Because I listen, like I said, you come from me, just be ready, because when you come from me, I'm going to send you back where you came from. But I'm happy to see these brothers and sisters doing their thing in country music, because the beautiful thing about music, it touches your soul. Music don't see no color, it don't see no gender, it don't see no sexual orientation, it don't see no net worth. It doesn't. I mean, good music is good music. Great music is great music. A great song. Songs are really just poems. And a great song is a great song. Doesn't matter what the beats are behind it. So I am happy to see these brothers and sisters like Mickey Guyton, like Kane Brown, like Chapel Hart, doing their thing as country music performers. Now, like I said, I know the white nationalists and the neo-Nazis and the Oath Keepers and the Three Percenters and the Proud Boys and Orange Hitler. I know y'all can't stand that, but you know what? That's okay. You can get over it. Or not get over it, but that's your problem. I'm not going to let a you problem become a me problem. So shout out to Chapel Hart. Check these sisters out. I'm trying to get them on the show. Now, they're big time. They're really big time now, but I've already, as a matter of fact, I DM'd the ladies. I followed them on Twitter, and I sent them a direct message. We call it a DM. So I'm waiting to hear back. So somebody's watching, and you know Chapel Hart, send them a copy of the show, copy the link, or email it to them, and say, listen, your man Geno Jones, man, he big ups you all on his show. They deserve it. When you see these sisters, like I said, I am not necessarily a country music fan, but I am now truly Chapel Hart fans. I would pay to see these, yes, I would pay to see these sisters perform. That's how good they are. So, and I'm rooting for them. You know, black woman magic, black girl magic. I am here for it 24/7, 365, 366 days on a leap year. So big ups to them also. All right, let me see who else has jumped into my chat room. All right, Groove Master Dre. And hello, Mother, my #1 fan and my executive producer, Mary Dixon. And I want to welcome anyone else. Like I said, if you got a comment, you can comment when I'm on camera live. Reach out to me right here. Just jump in the live chat room, and I'll like, if it's a question, if it's a comment, whatever you got, bring it. Bring it. Come on. Bring it. They say, bring your ass. Come on, bring it. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist. For the Geno Jones Show, check him out. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts out in Goose Creek, South Carolina, a suburb of Charleston, South Carolina. You can check him out on Instagram, KelB Cutting Up, KelBeCuttinup. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, fashion designer, fashion design major, supermodel. You can check out her drip, her collection. She's the drip director, as I like to say. Check out her collection. Her new Instagram page for her fashions is lx.ncl_. L is in Lexi, X is in extra, dot, N is in Nancy, C is in Charlie, L as in Larry, or you can check her out. It's Alexandria, other pages, Lexi Nicole Designs. There you go. So that would be LEXXIE dot Nicole, NICOLE, underscores that little hyphen, that little line below at the bottom. Lexi dot Nicole _ designs. Have a great rest of your Monday. If you're watching me live, I want to thank everybody for watching me live. I want to shout out once again to everybody in my chat room. Shout out to my mom, Mary Dixon, my buddy Groove Master Dre. Once again, Dre, reach out to me after the show. I want to run something by you. And don't forget, please tell everybody you know, tell them to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. You can check it out live. And if you missed it, you can go back and binge watch all my episodes. As a matter of fact, Friday's episode, oh yes, had a conversation talking about Miss Kim Burrell. Like I said, my grandmother, I was saying or doing something one day. She said, Jeannie, who died and left you in charge? And I forgot to add Friday, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine today. Then my mother, who's watching me now, one day, she said, you don't have a heaven or hell to put anybody in. So you can't be talking about anybody, judging anybody, because you don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. And my grandmother's like, who died and left you in charge? So they always kept my feet on the ground, kept me grounded, no matter how full of myself I may have got. I thought it was the greatest thing, better than sliced bread, God's gift to humanity. It was like, no, just calm your little behind down, because my grandmother didn't curse. If she said damn or hell, you were getting cussed out. Now, my mother, if you caught her on the wrong day, if you really hit that trigger, Sagittarius, then yeah, you would get it. Trust me. You don't want it, but if you hit that tripwire, you would get it. Trust me. You don't want to get it. I can tell you that. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for watching, and go back and binge watch all my episodes. If you came in halfway through this episode, go back to the beginning, check it out, leave a comment. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch this and every episode. Shout out to all of I'm over 300 new subscribers. Thank you. And I want to shout out to everybody that's been down with me from day one. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And until then, I just got one more thing to say as always. Be blessed. Pray for peace. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.